Previously on Survivor.
Welcome guys to Survivor Lake Fork Season 6. This is the first time that we have had an entire season with returning players. The theme is heroes versus villains. You're playing for individual immunity because both tribes will be going to tribal council. This season is starting off with a bang.
I think I could trust Davis and I would work with Davis. And Steven also seems super trustworthy. So we called ourselves the middlemen.
Bryce and I were winning at each other last game. And so I think there's people thinking that we've got this kind of beef. And I want them to kind of think that.
Aaron and Alex, we were completely loyal to each other in my entire first season. So I have a lot of trust in them. If it was my choice, right now Bryce or Brittany would be going up. I was like, we need to get a name out there. Otherwise it's gonna be mine.
I'm gonna do it. I gotta go.
I kind of thought the same thing.
First person voted out of Survivor Lake Fork, heroes versus villains. Crystal. Crystal? Try spoken. There you go.
Lucas and I, we have a secret alliance.
There were a couple people that were screaming really quickly off the bat. And Brendan's name was mentioned. Don't want to ruffle any feathers. I want to kind of go with the majority right now, and I think I might have to do that.
There's David, Brendan, Lucas, and they're all scared. They're honest.
There is at least 6, possibly 8 of us that are all voting for Brendan.
Why did they know? We don't know. No, we don't know.
First, we could vote on 4. I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Second person voted out of Survivor Lake Fork, heroes versus villains. Asia.
Wait, what's going on?
You're kidding. Oh, baby. It's on.
Is me? I can stay in? Is it here? Who's here? You're kidding. You're joking. Did you set this up? Did you set it up so we would get out together? I was like, please let it not be. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, dude. I was completely blindsided. Oh, they had me completely fooled. Like me. They had me completely fooled. He read that first name and I said, what?
Oh, you were like that blind.
No. Like my name, I was one, like from the jump, I guess they had picked me, and so they lied to me. Every single person telling me we was 100% in an alliance. I was their person. Crazy.
So Hades went to the Underworld. Bye. I got a second chance at coming back, essentially. Well, yeah, why don't you read that?
I want to know why I got out. I want to talk to them.
Yeah, that part. We're gonna form our own tribe with everyone that gets out with the Styx idol. And it has a 50-50 chance at winning, but honestly, I'd rather risk it on this biscuit than get out completely.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll come back and win.
Either one of us.
Either one of us. Are you? Oh, I got it.
I just played it for you.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. I cannot believe this one's way prettier too.
No, I said
Love
frick
the
this.
blue.
I dropped it on the ground. I don't know where it is. I hope they don't know what's coming for them.
That's so embarrassing. I can't even go back in and play. That's embarrassing.
I know. I wanted to get.
No, it's fine because I want to come back and get out so bad.
I hope they're ready because I'm hungry and I wanna be back. So.
We're really sad that Crystal's gone.
Are you excited about that?
Thoughts post first tribal council. That's up.
Honestly, I did not want to vote Crystal out, but there was like no other names were out there except for Lizzie. And there was pretty clearly a lot of hesitancy for Lizzie. Like, it was just the Crystal was the first name thrown out. And everybody's like, yeah, I don't want to be me. So it's Crystal. And she's a good player. So, like, it could have come back to bite you if you didn't get her out first, you know.
I feel bad.
That's one step closer to success.
Oh my god.
So get her out. Honestly, get her out of here, to be frank.
She was telling me she was going to work with me, and I just, like, couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I did witness that conversation. That was tough. I knew the whole time you were like, everything you're saying, I'm listening to.
And I felt so bad.
Brutal. That is honestly tough.
I feel so bad because Crystal, I don't know how genuine it was, but she was really hustling, trying to get those votes. And I just sat there and I was like, yeah, if you can get all the guys and you need a swing vote, I will swing vote, knowing that she has none of the guys and knowing that I will not be swing voting. So I felt bad about that, but it had to happen. She will talk her way through, and I just want to get it out early so I can feel better.
Lizzie, I told Crystal you. I am sorry.
Lizzie is very paranoid, obviously since her name was brought up, which I get it, that's how I would be too. I think she's nervous, but I think I can be the person that like helps calm her and therefore build loyalty and bring her in as a vote. So I think it can be used to my advantage. Brittany was the person that threw out Lizzie's name, and she claims that it was just because she had to give Crystal a name, but that name still comes from somewhere. You're not gonna throw out the name of the person you're like looking to work with. So yeah, interesting that Brittany brought her up.
Any promise? Good. It's serious business.
Seriously, I don't want you to be. I was just like, I have to give her a name now. So, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I'll believe you. I believe you. I believe you. No, it's the first one. You kind of just you're like,
I'm putting one-on-one there. I'm like, yeah.
This was the first time I've ever had my name written down in Survivor, and it was the worst feeling of my life. And I would like to avoid it ever happening again.
We've got to keep our tribe strong. I'm not trying to go back to tribe. No.
I really trust Madeline. Like, I feel like right now she's the person that like I'll trust what she tells me. Like, right now, no matter what.
Bro, Bryce is paranoid. So I didn't expect him to be. Every single person he's been like, he's giving Paige.
Brittany still makes me nervous, so we'll see what she's up to. But I think for me, that's just information that I can use in my back pocket to kind of run different conversations if needed. Sorry, Brittany. I kind of don't trust you.
I feel like Madeline and I have talked about working together, which is a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting that, but I am looking forward to that. I think we could do really well. And so I think there's a couple of different groups or avenues that we could go, but hoping to have some more clarity as the game goes on.
I think I'm in a really good place. Honestly, a better place than I expected myself to be in, which is great. I think my closest ally is Erin, which we were in alliance together my first season, so I really have a lot of trust in her.
She gave it to the people. No, I can. She just didn't know how to. Has anybody not done? Aaron, go one. One more.
I think for both, I'm wary of both you and Madeline, but it's out of respect for y'all. And I think if we can work together towards the beginning, then we can establish something that can go further, because we also have to remember, after we get out of this tribe, who do we want to be on our strongest allies for going forward. And I would like to have Madeline, who knows how to solve word problems like nobody's business. She's thrown out Aaron's name, who I would be interested. I can tell she's got like a strategic mind, and she's good at puzzles.
She's playing like kind of dumb right now already.
Yeah, and I can see that.
Yeah, she's not dumb at all.
Yeah.
I was talking to J. Ross, and we were strategizing on who we wanted to kind of form a core group with, because it's always nice to establish early of people you can trust. And it was me, J. Ross, Madeline, and Aaron, and so J. Ross and I pulled them aside.
Do you want to go?
would you like to form an alliance with me? And me. And Bryce.
I would love nothing. No,
yeah, for sure.
This is our group that we want, and they were echoing kind of the same thing, which is cool. So hopefully that sticks and will help carry us through at least mid-game.
I think we all recognize that each other are strong players, and it's scary for the end, but like especially post are just going to be important to have like a core group and face that battle with the other tribe merging, and it's always nice to have a core group of strong players.
I feel like I'm playing with fire a little bit, because the people that I'm allying myself with right now, like strongly, are Bryce and Madeline and Aaron to a degree. But my whole game plan pretty much hinges on being able to trust Bryce, who me and him literally got like were going at each other last time, and he got me out, and I backstabbed Madeline in order to save Bryce, who then got me out. So it's a tough scenario, but I think that's almost why it's going to work.
And I think there's enough past animosity between us all that we can fool other people. Like,
Yeah, agreed.
he literally put my name when he shouldn't have, and people know
And
that.
vice versa for
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You said, oh, I don't remember that.
What a dumb guy.
So
did that.
I think we
And she
can.
vetted me out too.
Yeah, there you go.
So we can play that one.
We've been approached to make an alliance with Bryce and Jonathan. So we're sussing that out, but then we also have Lizzie, Steven, Alex on our side, and potentially Davis as well. So I think I just named everybody, except for Brittany. But basically everybody else wants to work with us. So that's great. But basically Aaron and I talked, and we're just gonna kind of ride the waves.
Nice, we did it.
Love, I'm done. When anyone talks to us about alliances, just kind of nod and smile and say, and then we'll make decisions as we need to, but no need to make any promises or cut anyone off right now. So I think we're in a really good place. Hopefully it will stay that way.
How do y'all feel about Asia's final comment?
That we all suck?
Horrible bad.
Yeah, I do feel bad.
That was the worst thing ever.
What did she say?
She said we all suck.
She said this is worse than mean.
That's actually word for word what she said.
I feel like everything went to plan, but it wasn't necessarily my plan. And I feel really bad because it seems like her feelings were hurt. And I had to lie. So that's unfortunate. But the train's rolling, still on the tracks.
She said something like, you're worse than mean. But
I was
something
like,
like that.
I betrayed her. Poor thing.
It went according to plan. It's not the plan that I wanted, but I didn't have the numbers, so it is what it is. I think that we could still have a lot of tribe unity, and if we start winning challenges, then it's okay that it went the way it did.
She did vote for Brendan though.
I'm not upset about it.
Right now we have a pretty strong group right now. We'll see if it holds up. I'm not really worried for my safety right now.
Sure.
He's not taking it personally.
This is a safe place. This is a safe place.
But everyone's on the same page right now. Yeah. I feel good because everyone was in unison and we're all on the same page right now. It'll be rough if we're gonna go again, and we don't even know how many more games we're playing today, so that is also something we're all worried about.
We gotta win.
On the same page.
This is actually, it's so good that Asia's out because she was the only one, at least that brought it up to me, that Brendan and I could potentially be in an alliance because of our beef before. Very smart of that girl.
I will say that we've been a little scared because
the whole time. That's what happened.
See, so look, now I'm scared that you've already done that.
Me and him kind of started it off saying because we had beef the last game, it would be smart of us to kind of act like we still have beef, but then also be in the same alliance. And then he came in and said that he had already had an alliance with Paige and Abby. So we have them, then we brought in Taylor and Garrison. So that's the 6, to my knowledge, that we have. I still need a little bit more evidence to make sure that that's right. Hopefully I don't need to get any more because we keep winning challenges, but right now, that's the alliance.
Yo, we ain't gotta eliminate anybody else today. We got plenty of them.
I think our tribe is really strong now. The vibes at camp are good. we're singing and telling stupid stories. That's why I was waiting for her to keep going, and we did it. I don't understand how Brendan is not in the village.
I've said that's every camera that will let me talk to him about it.
Brendan not a villain? That man is a villain.
We're in a library, okay? Pre-YMCA performance. And then I get a nosebleed. They all go on while I'm with the nurse freaking fixing my nosebleed. And I'm like, oh, I guess my moment to shine is done. I will not YMCA this day. And then they usher me on stage mid-YMCA. And I'm like walking on like... It's bad. It was my moment. I got to kind of perform while everybody was looking at me specifically as I walked on the stage holding a bloody, like, so.
And then don't go by your real name.
Go by our villain.
That would be crazy.
Thanos.
Who's Thanos? Are you Thanos?
Oh, I'm not Thanos. Yeah.
Claim it. What are the rings, big dog?
I don't know if I can. I don't know yet. You know, it's we haven't even done a first challenge. I can't claim Thanos.
You have a T right there. I'll be honest.
Oh,
yeah, it's purple. So
it is purple.
And you're like almost bald.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, the stars are aligned.
Thanos.
I think it's just gonna work out that way.
All right. Well,
it's crazy.
Alex is Thanos.
Yeah, light work.
Anybody else have a villain name?
All right, I've got one for Brittany. You're the freaking crab from Moana.
Wow.
Who sings Shiny.
That's crazy.
And I'm gonna need a rendition at some point this weekend.
Cheryl, why? You just called me a crab. Oh my god.
I called him bald.
Just for that face targeting him. Steros told me I remind him of the crab from Moana. So I really feel encouraged by that note. Let's see. What else? Yeah, first tribal in the books. I'm glad I'm still here. That was the main goal, just to make it through the first one. So I feel really good going into our next challenge. I think I'm kind of good situated. I feel like there's a lot of people who want to work with me. And so I think I have a chance of at least getting past the merge.
Yeah, we need to get out all the people that like committed really hard.
Yeah.
What's sad is Crystal said she had throw up on her the whole way because of she got threw up on her scrubs.
Oh.
She didn't have a chance to change.
Next one, Lizzie's not it. It's going to be Steven is the plan. So Lizzie's kind of protected in the sense that she's a couple of people have vouched for her ability at challenges. Obviously, if that doesn't play out, then we'll deal with that. But right now, Steven's the next easy target for me.
I think the main person I need to look out for is Bryce. I've already heard him say me as a potential second vote. I don't think it'll go that way based on the people I've already talked to, but definitely I wanted to keep him around, but if he's gonna throw my name out, I definitely don't want to. Strategy right now, I think, is to try to blend in as much as possible, keep my name out of people's mouths, show my worth to some alliance members to try to build some trust, and ultimately I feel like people are ready to work and ready to do big things. I mean, everybody's played before, nobody's nervous about that, so they're ready to make big moves, and I just want to be a part of them.
But I'm like, take it all.
But I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be as bad as I had until we have them, like, until it makes sense.
I'm not really playing with a core group quite yet. I would like to stick with bigger threats, so people like potentially like Taylor and Drew, they just come off as a little bit more dominating, a little bit bigger personalities. So I definitely kind of want to be around them and make sure that I have a little bit of insulation moving into the merge, because it's kind of scary being with people that think you're a big threat. And I've recognized in my past games that if you do that, you're not going to have an opportunity to get to the end.
My main thing is it does make me a little concerned that all 7 of us want Brendan and that it comes off because Brendan does make that he's good at what he does.
There's a lot of scheming that's going on. I prefer to pre-scheme. He basically had a thought in his head that he wanted to get out and make everyone come forth.
I agree. It's like, if we do that.
Is that really how? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't even see him talking to people.
I think
So
that's
even if we hear other stuff, like, even if we're not talking like this every time, we have to.
We have to. You can't like Kirk bringing it to work.
I'm hoping that we all vote for Brendan and then he gets out. But I'm hoping he's also very blindsided by that. I mean, we did our scheming effectively. So, that's the plan.
Come on in, guys. Helios tribe getting your first look at the new Hades tribe. Crystal voted out. And Hades tribe getting your first look at the new Helios tribe. Asia voted out at the last tribal council. First things first, I'll take immunity back. Paige and Aaron. Thank you. All right, who's ready for this next immunity challenge? Unfortunately for you, once again, there will only be one winner per tribe, and you will both be going back to tribal council.
Are we that behind in schedule?
Let's democratize our tribe.
Okay,
We can't let them.
so here's how this challenge is going to work. Scattered somewhere around this property, there is a board hidden. That board has letters on it that are scrambled. You must unscramble the message on that board, run back, and tell me what that message is. First person on each tribe to tell me what that message is correctly wins immunity, safe from the vote in the next tribal council. Cool. If no one has any questions, we'll get started. Survivors ready?
Oh yeah.
Go!
I feel like we're breaking an under.
So I was the first person out of everyone to find the board, took a picture of it. There's action secret advantage sitting on it. So it's a clue. It says at the next tribal council, this advantage will be hidden underneath the far right seat facing Ned. So it looks like I have to sit there and hopefully grab the idol. What the heck?
What's that?
I don't know it, I'm just running.
Oh. Oh. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh. You just ran away?
Yeah, I was the first one there. And then everyone got on me.
Oh, gotcha. Honestly, you all did the right thing. I don't know why everyone else is just standing over there.
How about this? If we work together, I will help you find the word if we vote somebody out as a team.
I would not be opposed to that.
Cool.
Where is the damn gate?
Oh my gosh. Oh, be careful. It's correct. Bryce was immunity for the bones.
Know your enemy.
Yeah, I got it.
You're cooking.
Lauren's coming back.
What is it?
Where is it just for?
Just for villains, they got it.
Yeah,
Know your money?
Know your money?
Know
Your money?
your money?
Incorrect.
Oh, come on. No.
Someone's running in. Is it Lauren? Lauren's back for a second chance.
No, your enemy?
That's correct! Lauren wins immunity for the heroes! You were so close with me your money.
Come on. You know that was right too.
Yep. Alright. Congratulations, Lauren and Bryce. Come on up, get your immunity. Alright, there you go. There you go. Both of you are safe at the next tribal council. Unfortunately for two of the rest of y'all, you'll become the next two people voted out of this game. Because Bryce, you got the answer first, villains, you'll go to tribal council second. So heroes, I will see you shortly at your next tribal council. Alright, y'all have a camp.
Feeling pretty freaking pissed at Ned, let me tell you. I want to compete with my team, okay? I also want to stop competing against Bryce because he's too freaking smart and athletic and cool and handsome. Because if I was on the Heroes tribe, I would beat all those little suckers. I'm glad that Bryce won. I feel like it's good. There's always going to be a target on his back. But if, you know, I had been on the other tribe, I would have won. I was second. So that's a little frustrating. Wish I would have done it a little quicker, but I'm not as smart as little Brycey poo. So.
I was like, dude, I turned back. I really don't need these lights.
Yeah, we were having such a good time. You gotta wear it.
It's like nothing. It just sucks because it wasn't a team thing, so.
That challenge was good. I have mixed feelings about winning it. I think it sucks because it wasn't team immunity. I am hesitant to start winning challenges early because does that put more of a target on our back? But all the talk has been around the skill level of the players in order to survive, because we're still thinking it's like team immunity. And so the risk reward there was, I feel like, better because one, I guarantee I'm in this round. Two, I think I already know where the vote's going, but it also helps prove my worth. I think helping at least win one challenge here helps prove to them that I should be in the game, at least till it becomes individual.
Well, do we need to do the thing?
No, we can always talk right here.
Yeah.
Let's have an open debate. An open debate.
I'm frustrated. I want to participate as a team, and it's more individual. So vibes are definitely down. It's okay though. We're gonna have to get rid of somebody right now.
I'm gonna walk this way.
That's fun.
This is the same stick I had earlier.
Conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring it on.
I think so.
I see.
We've heard that he's not very helpful in challenges.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are sticking with Steven right now. So far, our tribe has been pretty, we voted last time, and I think we're voting this time based on who's going to help us the most in the challenges. You know, Steven maybe isn't quite as athletic as Alex or Bryce, and so we would hope that he'd be the brainiac, but he obviously didn't solve that puzzle, and so, you know, that's one instance, and so you can't really judge the whole book off that, but that's all we have to go off of, so I don't want that to be me in the next round.
What would you say is a second?
Yeah,
can see
you
what
always
other
have to have a
people are
second
thinking,
name too, in case we talk to Steven.
Probably Brittany. That's good.
Yeah.
Bro. Don't do me like that, J. Ross.
I would say probably Lizzie. Yeah, Lizzie again at this point.
A name that was thrown out that I think will be the one who gets out this time is Steven. And then we were talking about the next vote, and that could potentially be Lizzie. I'm trying to set that up so that if I don't win immunity next time, I'm not on the chopping block.
Are you guys chatting alone?
You can come chat.
After the last challenge, I felt stupid. Literally was never gonna get that. At one point, I just was like sitting there and I was just waiting for him to be like, okay, Purple, you're done, someone got it. Everyone in the tribe had just started to get along and open up and talk after the last vote out, and so it kind of sucked. I feel like to be right back in this place. It's really not helping build any sort of team unity, and it's hard, right? I feel like in the last season, you're able to form alliances when you like win and play with people, and we haven't had that chance. So like, it's hard to know where I stand with people.
I go.
So, as long as it's not me. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as it's not me. I am willing to put anyone's name in. I don't care. Just can't be me. Can't be Alex. It's kind of between two people last time. Kind of feel like it's going to be the other person. I think it'll be unanimous again. Lizzie? Is that her name? Yeah, Lizzie.
So, do you have any that we want to?
I really don't. Kind of playing passive. I don't feel like it's...
The only name we've talked about so far is Steven.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
If it's fine.
Not really. You want to keep him in for a specific reason?
No, I don't really have a specific reason, honestly, for anyone to be out.
Yeah.
I feel like every time Alex walks into a conversation, he doesn't give an answer on who he wants or where he stands. And you don't just get to come out here and be wishy-washy like this. And I think you need to give an opinion and have some facts. And he does not have that. And I don't want to ghost around in this game. So therefore, I'm kind of like, get rid of him.
Okay, so we're at possible Steven. Let's go see what the other crew people are thinking.
Yeah, because we need a second
Talk to
name.
them, or
We need
they've been
another
over there.
name.
They've been over there a while. I think we can mix and mingle. Yeah, want to do that?
Bryce was throwing my name out.
Bryce was.
Oh, right.
Bryce. So that is something you'll need to be aware of.
Yeah.
Bryce was throwing us. So.
Well, I'm sure he's been pulling everybody, so I'm
Because
sure he'll pull us.
he's going to try to pull J. Ross. He talked to J. Ross first. I think that them are pretty close.
I think so too.
So.
Are you wanting to work with them or no?
Honestly, no.
I think it would be a good move to vote someone big out. I think I would most likely want to vote Bryce out. Obviously, he can't because he's immune. So the next step would be J. Ross.
I think we have to pick him.
That seems like.
Me and Steven are pretty close. His name is being thrown out pretty heavily by J. Ross and Bryce. And then I feel pretty close with Brittany as well. It's early, so still trying to find the balance of what my alliance will be.
Me and Davis, I think me and Davis could run this like to the end.
I think J. Ross.
Really?
Yeah. Because everything's individual right now.
Yeah, they're saying Steven over there.
Yeah, I know.
So there's been a lot of names thrown around. When I first started, I talked to Bryce and J. Ross, and we were throwing around Lizzie and Steven, but I want to work with Steven, and I think he'll stay working with me. And so I kind of don't want to vote him out because middleman. But then I talked to a bunch of other people, and they're debating J. Ross. And I do think J. Ross is a threat, and I am scared of him in the game. But I also think I can convince J. Ross to vote with me. So I don't know if getting J. Ross out is actually the best for my game.
I'm gonna vote Bryce. Obviously, we can't. So.
I'm going to go back to camp and try to convince them to switch to Alex. But I don't know how successful I'm gonna be.
People said J. Ross and I was like, I kind of want to get Alex out because he's being wishy-washy as frick. No, we were every time we've stood there, we're like, we talked and then we're like, what do you think? And he just goes, I could go either way. I'm like, it's a strategy that annoys me, and I agree. I'll give the 411.
Hit me with it.
So your name is thrown out. We're actively combating against it, so don't you worry.
By Bryce.
By Bryce and J. Ross.
I've heard quite a few names this time, mine being one of them. I'm not particularly worried. I feel like the people that I've been working with so far, I kind of trust them pretty well. Hopefully we don't have to vote out someone from each tribe every single time. That would be really nice, and then we could really focus on building tribe strength, because it's hard to know if we should do that right now or not, because we keep kind of taking out the lowest person on that totem pole, and then we do a challenge against each other and just make it harder for ourselves.
But I'm thinking Alex. Mine goes.
Okay.
Because I'm like, he's playing so wishy-washy. I'm like,
Right now we're trying to figure out between J. Ross or Alex, and I think most people are leaning towards J. Ross, but he's heard his own name, so that always makes people kind of get a little bit paranoid for sure. I guess I don't really care one way or the other. And then I've kind of put all my marbles in this bag of like saving winners from the perspective of like wanting to come off even. But honestly, I'm saving them for personal reasons because I think they're easy targets on bigger targets.
Some people want to keep Alex because they want to keep the winners around because they think they're bigger targets. I think there's tons of big targets right now, so I'm not really concerned about that. So I really want to keep J-Ross, but I'm not willing to die on that hill. I'll vote wherever people want to with those two people. So, okay, we'll go talk around. Good job.
I know your name was thrown out, Alex Stevens.
Yeah,
but I would hate to get rid of Alex and it switches to team.
I mentioned in my last confessional about the alliance with me, J-Ross, Madeline, and Aaron, and I think that still stands strong. I need to touch base with them actually, but my plan now that I've done it is mainly to sit pretty and not really try hard on immunity challenges so that I can become a mild threat rather than a big threat.
I think this one we need to lobby a little bit harder for make it more clear that Steven's the target. Otherwise we're gonna end up with crazy votes.
I can almost guarantee you will get rid.
Which I'm obviously not. I'm obviously not a target on this vote, but I would hate to see like really you, like one of y'all get accidentally like out and then it screws up our long-term game. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are sticking with Steven right now. I don't know, my name's been thrown out there. I don't know if that was a decoy name or if that's the real name and everybody's just telling me the decoy name. I'm sticking to my guns regardless. I think I'm 95% confident in Bryce and probably like 75-80% confident in Madeline and Aaron.
Yes. We just need to make it clear for everybody else.
I feel like I'm in a good place, and honestly, like, Aaron and I are deciding the momentum of the game right now.
I feel really good about Madeline. I feel like our alliance is really strong, but just trying to figure out long-term what makes sense and who to partner with. So I'm honestly not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see.
If we vote with Bryce and J-Ross, that's like 4 people, and we've just confirmed that's not aligning ourselves with the majority.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got a lot of options. We could go with Bryce and his alliance to vote out Steven, but Steven is a number for me. He's willing to vote with me.
Is Bryce definitely still with J-Ross?
Yeah. It's kind of tough. I feel like this is like the division. Obviously, we voted unified last time, so having to kind of divide things, and Aaron and I just deciding which way to go.
I just think there's got to be like a swap or something coming. I think it'd be stupid to vote out people that would vote with us.
I'm trying to just like not push my opinion too strong, but like plant things within people to help them get to the conclusion that I'd most like, and just kind of go with like the momentum of the game, trying to not have too many opinions about how things go, but just making sure that Aaron and I stay unified to put ourselves in the best place possible. This is crazy.
So we just got back from our second challenge, and I don't know if y'all saw my pretty little headband I just got. So I won. It was unscrambling a message that said know your enemy. I didn't get it at first, but I was the only one from my tribe even going up there. This is only the second challenge I've ever won, so I feel very, very, very good. Coming back to camp, I mean, just getting the shocker that this was going to be another double round of tribal councils did not feel good. I feel like the tribe we have right now has good tribe unity. I don't want to send anybody home. I feel like for me, I really was drawing a blank on who we were going to send home.
Okay.
It was normal.
It's like no, Lucas.
Again, it was another single immunity, like one per team, double vote. Ned, why are you doing this to us? So rude. So rude. Like, it doesn't really show us anything about any of our team. So, like, Lauren, great job, girl. Way to go. But we didn't learn anything else about anyone else. Like, I got there second, and they don't know, but I didn't even know it. Don't put that in there. Dang, I'm gonna look stupid. But then I think, like, again, we don't really have anything to go off of. Like, so what are we doing?
I know.
Alright, what are we thinking?
Obviously, Lauren has been
Mm-hmm.
so she's off the list.
Kirk and Drew.
What are your reasons for both?
I mean, Kirk, he already won. So it's just an easy talking point. There hasn't really been that much in the game yet. Yeah. That's the only problem. Right now, Kirk and Drew are being thrown out. I mean, Kirk's always an easy name to throw out just because he's won before. And Drew, he hasn't really done much strategy. He hasn't really like made that many alliances. So I mean, that's why his name's being thrown out right now.
I'm like indifferent towards Drew. Like I'm it's just fun here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like previous relationships. Yeah.
So you'd rather do Drew?
Yeah. I think that this is going to be another pretty unanimous vote. I think we're all thinking Drew just because it's another just like easy target. He hasn't really talked strategy with me at all. There's just like nothing we can say.
That's the issue. Both these challenges have been like.
And so
then you're basing it on either knowing what their game was before or not knowing. It's like one of the two.
Yeah, that's true.
Drew didn't make it very far when I played with him.
He said he made it to 9.
Yeah.
Kirk won, but Kirk's also good to have around camp.
Yeah. And we.
He's just funny.
Yeah.
So then, what do you think, Drew?
I'm pretty indifferent towards him. So once again, I just hope it's not me.
So we need to make a plan and then go make sure everyone else knows.
Yeah. Okay. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Cool.
Great.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll go find
Great. Hello.
Meet with other people.
I think I don't have a name in mind,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I don't think it would be you.
That's okay. I'm just trying to think of what it would be.
Yeah. No, and I
Help
think
us.
that's the whole question. Oh, is it
Drew. I'm gonna spill the tea for you. Sip it. The tea is Lauren pulls me aside, which is good because she's got the immunity, so I'm on the right. And she's like, who do we want to do? And I was like, I don't know. Taylor runs over to us and is like, vote Drew.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's okay. I mean, I don't have anything like really strong either way.
We just gotta go like, no one really knows his game.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few names. We've got either Drew or Kirk potentially. So I think when Kirk's in the room, it's Drew, and when Drew's in the room, it's Kirk.
Who else is in? Like, do you have a number?
Who is in that?
And if the three of us vote, we also have Brendan and
Okay. Brendan and Lucas are talking Drew. We're getting Drew out, which makes sense. Poor Drew doesn't really. I'm like, I don't really got anything going for you.
Don't make it obvious.
I'm really riding with Garrison. He has played 3 times. He has relationships with a lot of these people. I'm tight with him. I'm trusting that he's tight with me. And so I'm hoping what's going to happen is I'm going to hear about a voting strategy that hopefully doesn't involve me. And hopefully Garrison has already pulled me into the majority.
Kirk's name was thrown out. You said Kirk's name was thrown out? I heard Kirk's name being thrown out last time. But I guess Asia was the one. Yeah, because Kirk was just the sacrificial lamb. So I think what we were talking about is there's not enough game right now to really, like, both of these challenges have just been kind of luck based in a way. Yeah. Hasn't really shown any skill or like teamwork. I think outside of an anomaly, I think it will probably be pretty unanimous. To our boy Drew, it's unfortunate. It's kind of strange. Just everybody kind of just agreed randomly that Drew was going to be the person, which honestly kind of gives me hope that we are all being really communicative, that the host is for some reason trying to pit everybody against each other, but the fact that we are all communicating one way, sorry Drew, is kind of great for us going forward. All right. That was that easy.
Having a passionate conversation.
Yeah, I can go. I can walk over. Okay. Let's go see what they're talking about.
We over here?
Yeah.
Let's see the.
You're over there. What did they say?
I think it's interesting being around them because they're scared. And I think their goal is to get out threatening players with Drew, so.
Great.
So I'm happy to go with you and keep doing it.
Okay.
That's what I think their thoughts are right now.
Then Garrison and Drew come over to us and say that everyone's talking about me. Because I'm the winner, I get it. But he's saying that Brendan is saying this.
Oh, so then their thoughts have changed because they talked about me.
No, why are we scheming so much?
Yo, team unity, team unity. Okay, so then we have the numbers.
That's what I'm saying, we got 5, so we can.
Yeah. Is there someone scheme heavy that like feels less trustworthy? So then we're like, okay, who do we vote instead? And it's like, okay, well, we've got to vote out the people that we don't trust. So Brendan and Lucas are people we don't trust. And I trust Brendan less than I trust Lucas, even though Brendan and I have been talking. But Brendan hasn't said anything to me recently, so I'm kind of worried that's slipping.
So there we go with that?
Yes, let's do it.
Because we can keep it easy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, Brendan.
Yeah, because I think, what do we tell him when Brendan talks about?
You okay during this game? Well, okay, so when they were talking to me, they were talking about you.
Oh, sick, Mom. I don't know how to feel about the answers that are coming from either side, but it currently seems like one group was floating Kirk, but actually they want me. And so my team is assuring me that we're gonna take somebody else out of the game today. So either I'm reading my John Piper book in about 20 minutes, or I have people I can trust.
I mean, look, y'all have my plan, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the other option, so what if?
I'm really intrigued to see how this goes down. I think it's going to be a little bit of a split vote, but I don't know.
Okay, so they were thinking just because he's kind of like an easy vote like last time.
It depends if the people that I trust, I can actually trust.
So I guess my question is, do we have your numbers without Garrison, or you don't even have it without him?
We have numbers, yeah, we do.
And if not, then I think one of my allies is going to be going home. I've been working with Drew, and I'm hoping that he doesn't go home, but we'll see. We'll see if we have trustworthy folks.
Welcome, heroes, to your second tribal council. Lauren. So this time it's you with the immunity wreath. So, yeah, tell me about that. Do you think it's important for you to have that right now?
Yeah, I don't think that anyone feels like they're completely 100% safe, so having this security definitely feels great.
So I'm just curious, tell me about that last vote. What all went down, and was it, sounds like it was a unanimous type thing, so do you expect this one to be similar?
I didn't think we had it in us, Jeff. I feel like it was a blindside off the rip, and I felt bad. So I don't know. I think that storylines are starting to become a little more linear. Like the first time, it was completely wild card. So we'll see. I'm honestly not sure, because we're building up trust right now. So we'll see where it goes.
So how do you follow up a unanimous vote? There's no immediate obvious cracks to just say, okay, you didn't vote with us, so you're out. So what is next to go on?
Great question. I was thinking that obviously in multiple points throughout the day or this like past hour of, okay, what do you go off of? I mean, I have conversations with people, and then I'm hoping that they're going to do what the people have talked about, but like we've all everyone did the same thing last time, so it's like I don't know if it'll turn out the same way.
Well, I think with it being a 9-1 vote last time, you don't really know who aligns with who. I think everybody just kind of heard that Age's name was thrown out there, and we were all kind of like, let's do this together. So I'm not really sure who's going to vote with who. I think this tribal is going to kind of show us maybe who is in the minority and who's in the majority.
So when you go back to camp, it's a very familiar feeling. So do you immediately split back up into groups, or is there more just like, dang, standing around and like, we gotta do this again?
Nothing really gets done if you're standing around talking in like groups of 5, 6, whatever. And so I think there's nothing like strange or weird about people going off. I think everyone kind of makes their way around to everyone.
Going off what Abby said, it's just 2 to 3 people, and it's not weird doing that. It is difficult to talk with 6 people, talk strategy, because it's such a complex game.
We are trying to figure out who our people are going to be, and you find people that you can extend your trust to, and then that trust extends from the person you trust to the next person, and you're still trying to build that strong chain. And it's way too early in the game to be thinking about who here is easily beaten and who do I think I can beat. I think it's very premature for that.
It sounds like this vote might not be an 8-1 vote. Do you see it going that way?
I mean, like everybody was saying, like everyone was voting the same, and then everyone's been breaking up into a bunch of different groups, and how do you trust everybody that you talk to whenever you see them going and talking to somebody else, you know?
Right, yeah. So Taylor, how do you build that trust? How do you figure out if the people you're talking to are actually telling you the real thing?
I think it'll be how we vote right now will tell us. I think a lot of alliances will probably solidify after this tribal council.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of things are about to be revealed. So with that, it's time to vote. Taylor?
We either have 6 or 7 with us, or you're a mastermind.
If it is me, I will take it with grace, and I will enjoy reading John Piper by the lake tomorrow. So.
Honestly, people are making me a little nervous. Talking about like alliances and crap.
Already starting risky. We'll see.
I think we may have another unanimous decision on our hands.
Are we tally the votes? Okay. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be your time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote. Brendan. 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 Drew. 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 It's 3 votes Drew, 3 votes Brendan, 3 votes left. Brendan. Third person voted out Survivor, Brendan. Brendan, that's enough. Bring my torch. Brendan, let's try this vote. Time for you to go. Good luck. Wow. It's not an 8-1 decision. Sounds like a couple people have some damage control to do. Alright, y'all head back to camp. Villains to your second tribal council. Alright, so tell me, what was your reaction when I told you that once again both tribes were in tribal council?
No, it's all I've been talking about. I'm livid. I am angry. Okay? I want to win a challenge also, so yeah, I'm upset.
When you go back to camp, it's a familiar feeling. You just did this whole thing, and now you're doing it all over again.
We sure did, Ned.
So, do you feel like y'all are pros at it now? You just go right back into splitting up into groups, or what is that like?
I mean, I think the good thing is at least the fact that we're all stars. We know that it's just part of it, that you have to break up and talk, and that's the only way that these things happen. But it's obviously still really hard. Like, we're really hoping for a team challenge. I feel like after that first vote, the fact that we voted unanimously together, like, I think we felt unified. And so then for that to be like stripped right away and to go back to strategy was a tough blow. So
if last vote was unanimous, this one doesn't feel as unanimous, but yeah, it's not easy.
There's some element, I imagine, to your strategy. What can we do to make this the strongest team we can? Now you've seen twice in a row, there was no team challenge. So does your strategy shift?
Yeah, that was definitely our thoughts going into last round. And I think we're also kind of fearful of what if the next time it's not another team competition, because we think as a team we could really win. But when it comes down to having to vote at each other, it's really difficult. So we're kind of sitting in the middle, and I don't know. I think it's confusing to figure out what way you should go, but ultimately I think we're hoping that the next round will go well and we'll be a strong team. So
I still think you got to think about the team, and that we'll do team challenges at some point, and just hope we're done with the individual stuff, you know, because like we're all happy for Bryce because he won, but that still hinders our game. That doesn't help us. So we want to compete as a team, so I think we still vote that way.
Aaron, this is your first tribal council that you've been vulnerable. So what's the difference between this time and last time? Do you feel different?
Yeah, I definitely feel less comfortable. It's nice having that immunity crown on. Definitely like a sense of security. I do feel like going back to camp this time also was like a little bit, like there's just a little bit more unease compared to like last time. So definitely don't feel great.
Is the plan hoping that this is an 8-1 vote and you stay unified and just pick off the next person on the bottom, or do you think this is more divided?
I feel like this one's gonna be more divided. And honestly, I kind of hope it is. If we're playing this individually, like, who individually, like, am I more likely to be able to be in a challenge? So I think because those are two different mindsets and not everyone will have the same mindset, I think there's no way this can be as easy as the last one, sadly.
You gotta have people you trust. You gotta have people you're gonna work with. We don't know what you're gonna throw at us, so we kind of just gotta plan for the known, which in my opinion is, I mean, there's gonna be another tribal, whether we're getting immunity together or we're getting it individually.
For sure.
There's so many curveballs already, and there's a lot of just confusion, and my mind's kind of just like racing. I don't know what the strategy is right now. So yeah, right now just to build trust, build alliances, and move on from that.
Okay, with that, it's time to vote. Davis, you're up. Tell you this. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. The votes. First vote. Jonathan. 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 Steven. Steven. 3 votes Jonathan, 2 votes Steven. Jonathan. Fourth person voted as survivor. Jonathan. Jonathan. That's enough. Give me a torch. Jonathan. Charge is book. Time for you to go. Okay, some of you are right. It was a split decision. So we'll see what happens next. The night is not over. Y'all head back to camp. I'll see you soon.
Not personal, just strategic.
We either have 6 or 7 with us, or you're a mastermind.
There's a real chance that 3 of the names so far have been mine. You could be seeing a 8-1 Drew vote, which would be a little unfortunate for the old Drew fans that are already out there, but if it is me, I will take it with grace, and I will enjoy reading John Piper by the lake tomorrow. So,
Drew, you seem like a super cool guy.
Honestly, people are making me a little nervous. Talking about like alliances and crap. So, let's hope this is correct.
Already starting risky. We'll see what happens. I'm trusting people. I'm trusting people for this vote, and I need. It's not you, it's me. So, Brendan, you played a great game.
I could see you stabbing me in the back, and that really scares me. I'm just glad I have this protection tonight, and I don't have to worry about it being me.
I think we may have another unanimous decision on our hands. But I could be wrong. We'll see.
This is hard. Gotta do it for my game. Sorry, bro.
I guess we'll find out if the people I've been talking to are telling me the truth or not. So,
You're really good in challenges, and if we keep having to play individually, I don't think we can beat you. And right now, Bryce has put my name out there a few times, and you're working closely with Bryce, so I need to weaken him at all costs.
Hey, Jonathan, I'm voting for you. It sounds like this is the majority is going with, so don't want to ruffle any feathers and gotta vote for it. Honestly, not sure if this is what's gonna happen, but we'll see.
J-Ross, I really think I could have worked with you, but you didn't catch the hint when I told you to switch numbers to Alex, and I don't think you have enough votes for it not to be you. So,
Steven, sorry to see you go, but it is what it is. Gotta vote with the majority. I actually really wanted to work with you, but just somebody's gotta go, and there's no easy choice.
J-Ross, I'm sorry, but you should have learned your lesson. Last game you screwed up my entire plan, and I went home. So, there's no world in which I would have worked with you this time. Sorry.
From what I understand, it was either you or me, so I'm sorry, man, but I kind of think it's my only play.
Homie, come on! Next time on Survivor.
Before the next challenge, you must choose a partner and intertwine your fate.
What does that mean?
This bit me in the butt last time. I'm not doing this again.
Once again, individual immunity is up for grabs, so you will be returning to Tribal Council tonight and voting one more person out.